Welcome back to the Igniting Curiosity in Life Science. This is Savita. So today we will discuss what the very important concept for the NEET as well as the PUC, second year students. So that is what the cell cycle and the cell division. Without delay, let's move on to the concept. As you know that it is a very important topic for the upcoming exams. So first we'll discuss what the definition of a cell cycle. So every living cell has one amazing ability, that is what to grow, divide and create a new life, right? So in this video we will understand the complete the cell cycle and the cell division step by step, in the very simplest way as much as possible. So first thing we'll discuss what the cell cycle. So what is cell cycle? The cell cycle is the sequence of events that a cell goes through from its formation to the time it divides again. That is what the definition of the cell cycle. So mainly it includes what two main phases. That is what the M phase and the interphase phase. That is what in the interphase what happens, the period of growth and DNA replication. So it is also called as what the preparatory phase. And in the M phase, it is also called as what the mitotic phase. It is the actual cell division phase where the cell division occurs mainly in the mitotic phase. Let's see what the interphase it is having. This, as I said, the interphase it is also called as what the preparation phase. So in the interphase, it is the very longest phase of the cell cycle. And it has mainly three parts. What are those? G1 phase. G stands for what? The gap. Gap 1 phase. So what happens actually here? Cell grows, and makes proteins and prepares for the DNA replication, right? So it is mainly occurred in which phase? G1 phase. In the S phase what happens? That is S for synthesis. DNA is going to duplicate in the S phase, and each chromosome makes a copy. That is what mainly occurs in the S phase. So in the G2 phase what happens? That is what the gap 2 phase. Cell grows more and prepares for the division. This is what mainly occurs in the G2 phase. That is what the three main stages of the interphase. And remember one thing, the interphase is not a resting phase. It is a phase of intense activity and preparation. That is why it is called as what the preparatory phase or preparation phase. And next we'll study what the M phase. So it is called as what the division phase. As I said, actually the mitotic phase mainly it is occurs what the cell division phase. The M phase it includes mainly the two types of divisions, that is mitosis and the cytokinesis. So mitosis what it is having actually, it divides the nucleus, right? So after division what happens, it has to be what the cytokinesis occurs, that is what the sharing or the division of the cytoplasm to both the daughter cells. That is what the cytokinesis. So after this what the mitosis, that is what the mitosis it is also called as what the equational division. So in the mitosis what happens, it is also called as what the equational division. So mitosis occurs in somatic cells. So in the body of a human or the eukaryotic cells having what two types of cells are present. First one is the somatic cells. It is also called as what the body cells, and it is what mainly this mitosis mainly occurs in the somatic cells. And the another type of a cells, that is the germ cells or the sex cells. Where the meiosis mainly occurs in the germ cells, or even it is also called as what the reproductive cells. So first we'll study what the mitosis. So It is also called as what the equational division. So mitosis occurs in the somatic cells and it produces what, how many cells? Two identical daughter cells. So after mitosis we will get what, two daughter cells, and it is having what, same number of chromosomes in the daughter cells. Okay, that is what the 2n number of chromosomes. And the main phases occurs in the what, the mitosis. Okay, prophase, metaphase, anaphase and the telophase. Okay, in the prophase what happens? Okay, these are all what the main phases of the mitosis, prophase. Mainly the chromosomes condense. Okay, it forms what, the spindle fibers, where in the prophase. Okay, in the metaphase what happens? Okay, here you can see that the early prophase, okay, late prophase, and the transition to metaphase, as well as what happens next, the actual metaphase and anaphase, telophase and the interphase. So in the prophase what happens? The chromosome condense and the main spindle fibers are going to form in the prophase. And in the metaphase what happens? Chromosomes line up at the equator. So you can see that in the so in the metaphase what happens? The chromosomes are going to line up at the equator. Okay, and in the anaphase what happens? Sister chromatids separate and move to the opposite poles. Okay, as you can see in the picture, that is in the anaphase what happens? The sister chromatids separate and move to the two opposite poles. Okay, then what next? The telophase. So in the telophase, new nuclei form around each set of chromosomes. So you can see that in the anaphase no nuclei are formed. Okay, whereas in case of the telophase, okay, that is the last step of the mitosis, there we can find the new formation of a new nuclei around what, the each set of chromosomes. Okay, and finally what happens? The cytokinesis, that is what, the splitting of the cytoplasm for the what, the daughter cells. Okay, it forms what, the two identical cells. Okay, this is what all about the mitosis, or it is also called as what, the equational division. Why? Because the after the formation of the two identical daughter cells, the chromosome number is equal to that of the parent one, that is what, the 2n number. Okay, that's why it is called as what, the equational division. Okay, and next move on to the meiosis. Okay, meiosis, it is also called as what, the reduction division. So meiosis mainly occurs in the reproductive cells. Okay, to form a what, gametes, that is what, the sperm and the egg. Okay, it reduces the chromosome number by half from diploid, that is from 2n to haploid, that is n, right? So that is why it is called as what, the reduction division. So why the meiosis it is called the reduction division? Why? Because the chromosome number is going to be half from diploid 2n to the haploid n number. Okay, that's why it is called as what, the reduction division. And as you can see in the picture, in the meiosis what happens? Two types of stages occurs, that is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. So in the meiosis 1, reduction phase occurs, that is homologous chromosomes separate. Okay, from 2n to n number of chromosomes are formed. Okay, in the daughter cells. Whereas in case of meiosis 2, it is same as that of the mitosis. Okay, that is sister chromatids separate and it forms what, the totally 4 daughter cells, right, in the meiosis 2. So totally in the meiosis how many cells are formed? 4 daughter cells are going to be formed. Okay, this is what a simple the meiosis process. Okay, that is what the 4 daughter cells are haploid in nature. Okay, that is why it is called as what, the reductional division. So next we'll study what the significance of the cell division. So why the cell division is important? Why? Because it helps in growth and development of organisms. So it is very important, the thing or the content. Why? Because for every organism it has to be grow and it has to develop, right? So for that purpose, what the cell division plays a very key role in the growth and development of organisms and repairs damaged tissue. So whenever we cut or injured, okay, our skin and all, it has to be repaired, right? How it is possible? Because of the cell division itself, right? So it repairs the damaged tissues. And next one, it maintains chromosome number in species. So every organism having their own number of chromosomes in their body, right? So it has to be maintained mainly by the cell division itself, okay? And it enables reproduction in sexually reproducing organisms. So reproduction, that is sexually reproducing organisms, but it is going to enable the reproduction process, okay? That is what all of these, the significance of the cell division. And next we'll see what are the main differences between mitosis and the meiosis. In very simple terms, we can say that what are all the main and key differences between the mitosis and the meiosis. So first thing, in the feature, what are the types of cells, okay, number of divisions, okay, and all, and what are the main difference in between the mitosis and the meiosis. So first thing, the type of cells. So in which type of cells the mitosis occurs? Somatic cells, whereas in case of the meiosis, it is mainly occurs in the reproductive cells or the germ cells, okay? And number of divisions. So in case of the mitosis, only one division occurs, right? Whereas in case of the meiosis, so two divisions occurs, okay? Meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, okay? And the number of daughter cells. In case of the mitosis, only 2 daughter cells are formed, okay? And in case of the meiosis, 4 daughter cells are formed, okay? Then chromosome number, that is what in case of the mitosis, that is it maintains what the diploid number of chromosomes, okay, 2n. And in case of the meiosis, it is going to be reduced from diploid to the haploid, that is n number of chromosomes, right? And genetic variation, as we can see that in the mitosis, no genetic variation occurs, okay, because these are mitosis mainly occurs in the body cells, okay? It is not related to the genetical modifications and genetic related things, okay? Whereas in case of the meiosis, where it is mainly occurs in the germ cells or the reproductive cells. So here all the crossing over and all this mainly occurs in meiosis. That's why genetic variation can be seen in the meiosis process, or means cell division, okay? That is what all about the concept of a cell cycle and cell division, okay? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment for more biology videos like this, okay? This is Savita, igniting curiosity in life science. So see you in the next video. Thank you.